This video is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Unlock custom in-game rewards for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare at fuelupforbattle.com. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy OpTic Scumpy bringing you a class setup video here, competitive class setup video. I thought it'd be a good idea to get in the spirit. MLG Columbus is this weekend, so I thought it'd be a good idea to divulge my competitive classes, give you guys some insight as to what I used, hopefully help out your classes a little bit if they're not, on par. You don't have to use what I use, but these are just my suggestions. It's really good help in the respawns. The classes I use, they're really like a support base, but you can also slay with them at the same time. Then we have the search and destroy classes, then the piece de resistance, the hacker class. But first and foremost, let's check out the fly. I like to call him the fly because of his helmet. It's my character, diamond chest plate, diamond pants. My boy is balling out here on probably 200 million special ops forces. But without further ado, let's hop into the classes. Alrighty. First, we're going to go over respawn. Second, we're going to go over SND. Now, my respawn classes, you're going to see the same perks the whole way through. The bowels attachments are the only thing that actually change. So, let's go down the perks first. Lightweight, fast hands, toughness, and blast suppressor. So, fast hands is the most crucial perk. Oh, probably blast suppressor, actually. Blast suppressor is like a given. If you guys haven't figured that out yet, blast suppressor is so, like, big. If they see you on the map and they know where you are, you might as well count yourself dead already. It's really easy for them to be able to track you if you're double jumping and they can see it ping on the radar. It's not a good idea. Put on blast suppressor if you don't have it on already, and I guarantee you it'll be a lot easier. It'll make your life a whole lot easier and competitive, I promise you. But this is probably the second most crucial perk right here, fast hands. Okay, this is the part that screws me over a lot. It's reload while sprinting. Now, this doesn't allow you to reload glitch, which is whenever you go to reload and then you like sprint or you start sprinting and then it cancels the reload and you can start shooting again. With this, you just keep sprinting. So whenever you reload, you're sprinting already. With this, it says reload while sprinting, so you can't cancel it, and it actually gets me killed quite a bit. But the huge thing here is use exo launcher faster. The exo launcher is whenever you shoot out your stun grenades, obviously. It's probably like a 1 second, process whenever you have fast hands, then it's probably more around a 2.5 second process without it. So it's actually really big and hard point when you're on hills and you want to shoot out 2 stuns really quick to cut something off or slow the enemy down and help your teammates get easy kills while they're disoriented. Fast hands is a very crucial part in team play. It's like I said, a support slash slayer class. Next, we obviously have lightweight just to get around faster. I use overclock on all of my classes. It just makes you get the hills so much faster. You can run flags so much faster. Overclock is huge in respawn. I wouldn't really recommend it too much in S&D, and we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. But as you can see with my bows, they're just all different variations. We have, obviously, Iron Sight here, stock 4-grip quick draw. Sorry, I can't read right now. Then we have this one. This is my second favorite behind the Iron Sight. This is stock red dot quick draw. And then this one I only use when I'm getting absolutely terminated. I need to switch things up. Sometimes it happens to everybody. And I need to get my shots a little bit more crispy, so I throw on the 4-grip instead of quick draw. Obviously, you're pulling up slower, but your shots are a lot more accurate, and you get a lot more kills that way. Next, let's move into the search and destroy classes. Now, this is where things get a little bit different. All right. So, as you can see in perk 1 slots, we have lightweight and overcharge. Overcharge is huge because it gives your exo ability more battery life. And search and destroy, if you're using overclock, it's good for some rounds when you want to hit something and you're like really confident the other team is going to hit the same thing and you want to get there quicker so you can win the gunfight or at least have an advantage in it. Overclock can sometimes be useful. I found myself straying away from it. I used it at the start of the game and I found myself more and more just straying away from it because when you get put in a clutch situation and you have overclock on and you're double jumping, they can hear you halfway across the map and it just makes you a sitting target. They know where you're coming from. They can put the bomb down. Whenever you're like looking for the people after they put the bomb down, they can hear you double jumping on top of buildings, especially on Riot when you have to double jump near A bomb site. It makes things so much harder on you. So, overclock can be good some rounds, but it's only good on rounds that you're like 90% sure that you're going to get first blood. Other than that, it's just absolutely useless, and it can get you killed, and it puts you in a really bad spot when you're in a clutch situation. Then you have your givens, toughness, and blast suppressor. You need them on basically every class in this game. Exo, mute, overcharge, that combination works really well. I have more battery life on mute. I can run around a lot more, get to places a lot quicker without being startled by them being able to hear me. And then obviously finish it off with a stun grenade. If I want to stun check anything on the map, I'll just throw that out. If it doesn't get a hit marker, I'll check somewhere else and I'll know that they're not there. Next, let's move on to the next class. This is just a bow variation. All the perks are the same. Exo ability is the same. Exo launcher is the same. You just have the red dot instead of I think the 4-grip. Yeah, the foregrip. Next, we're going to move on to my overkill class. This is my overkill snipe class. I use this quite often. This is probably my most used class. You have lightweight in the first perk. Obviously, no overcharged in this one. If you put overcharged on this, you'd have to substitute either toughness, blast suppressor, or an attachment on your gun. And you don't really want to do that. It's not really beneficial to do any of those things. This is the overkill class that I'm pretty sure a lot of people use. This is what I use. It's just lightweight, toughness, blast suppressor, exo mute. Obviously, the battery life is a little bit shorter, but you have to deal with it. Then this is the part where, I've been questioning myself a lot over the past couple of weeks. I used to use the Atlas 20mm, and I found that it's a really good sniper rifle. You don't get a lot of hit markers, but it has a lot of disadvantages as well. It has a really big sway, really bad accuracy, and you can't shoot from the hip. So if you get in a situation where you have to no scope, you can't do that. And sometimes you'll hit the no scope. If you're no scoping at all, you're usually going to lose the round. But sometimes you get that lucky hit. So I switched over to the Moors and I used variable zoom. The Moors without variable zoom is actually really hard to use as well. So if you throw variable zoom on there, I guarantee you'll be hitting a lot more shots. The aimer's a lot more. It's a lot more like a crosshair than the original one, and you'll find yourself getting a lot more picks. And you also have to substitute a stun on this class. Next, let's move on to my favorite, the hacker class. So obviously, there's been a lot of rumors of hackers going around. I know there are hackers out there. There's been proven, pictures, videos, and stuff like that of hacks on the Xbox One. So we use this. It's called low profile. It's invisible to UAVs. Now, one of the hacks is a UAV. It gives them like a 5-second ping on a UAV, like you'd have a normal UAV. And if you use this, they can't see you. So it's like an in-game mechanic that you can take out by using this. And it basically renders the hacker useless. But there are also other hacks, like increased damage and increased health. Those are also really, really painful to try to deal with. But just throw on low profile if you think someone's hacking, and just hope for the best, because that's all you can really do, unless you're recording and you obviously want to try to turn them in. But other than that, those are my classes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. It'll be down in the description below. And as always, guys, this is your boy OpTic Scump. Yeah,